Welcome to Holovids. Today it's time to go over yet again another theory. So in today's theory we'll be going over Boba Fett and his possible role in The Mandalorian Season 2. Now at this point it's pretty much been confirmed that Boba Fett will be in Season 2 of The Mandalorian. Now we don't know what his role is yet, but I did have a couple theories that address this and thought they would make a good topic for discussion. So for my first theory, I think Boba Fett and Mando might actually be working together. Now this is a lot less likely than my second theory, but it's still fun to discuss nonetheless. Now, the reason I think they could be working together is because if we look at a very specific scene in the Mandalorian Season 2 trailer, we can actually see Mando riding across Tatooine on a speeder bike. Now, if you look at the very back of the speeder bike, you can almost make out Boba Fett's jetpack. Now, it's kind of hard to see, but if you compare it to a photo of Boba Fett's jetpack, it looks identical. And if you look even closer to the very right of the jetpack, it almost looks like Boba Fett's helmet. Now, why would Mando have these objects is as good a guess as any. But it's possible that Boba Fett and Mando decided to work together to complete a common goal. Now, this could mean they're trying to fight a common enemy. This could mean they're trying to get off the planet. I don't know, but it's a possibility. This brings me to my second theory. Now, going back to the scene with Mando on the speeder bike on Tatooine, I think this could be the aftermath of a confrontation between Boba Fett and the Mandalorian. Now, why would there be a confrontation between the two? Well, it's possible when Mando arrives to Tatooine, he meets Boba Fett and finds out he's not really a Mandalorian and decides to take the armor from him because he doesn't think he's worthy of wearing this armor. Now, the other possibility is that Boba Fett was hired by someone or by Moff Gideon himself to track down the Mandalorian and the child. In either instance, there's going to be a confrontation, and in this confrontation, I don't think Mando would win. Now, Mando is a good fighter and an excellent gunman, but I don't think his skills could compare to that of Boba Fett's. Still, Mando would put up a hell of a fight, but in the end, he would still lose. Now, this is where the child would probably step in and use the Force to save Mando before Boba Fett killed him. At this point, Boba would be incapacitated by either Mando or the child, and Mando would probably strip Boba of his armor because he doesn't deserve it. Now, Boba Fett is only a bounty hunter, not a Mandalorian, and Mando is an actual Mandalorian. So technically, Mando has a right and a reason to wear the armor, unlike Boba. And if this was the case, where would Mando be taking this armor? Now, it's possible that Mando is taking the armor for himself, and that Mando wants to keep the armor because it might have components that Mando doesn't have on his own armor, so Mando would be combining components from his armor and Boba's armor to make his superior. Now, the other possibility is Mando is taking the armor to someone else he met prior to meeting Boba Fett. The person Mando would be bringing this armor to would be no other than Cobb Vanth. Now, if you don't know who this is, he is a sheriff of a town on Tatooine called Freetown, and is introduced in a novel called Aftermath. Now, according to this novel, Vanth would have acquired Mandalorian armor around 4 ABY, meaning that in the current timeline in The Mandalorian, Vanth has already acquired Mandalorian armor. However, it is possible that Disney would rewrite canon, which they have done in the past. For example, the Ahsoka novel has key parts in it that are technically no longer canon after the release of Season 7 of Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Returning to The Mandalorian, however, we could see Mando give Boba's armor to Cobb Vanth. This is, however, a theory for another video for another time. But if you want to see me cover this content, please leave a like and comment down below. I would love to cover this theory and get your guys' reactions on it. Going back to Boba Fett, this would give Boba Fett a reason to want to hunt down Mando. Mando stripped him of his armor, giving Boba Fett a reason to want to strike down Mando and continue the fight they had on Tatooine. Now, Boba Fett could be going to Moff Gideon to help Moff Gideon find Mando and the child. Or Boba could be going on his own, seeing as this would have been a personal matter anyways. But these are just my personal theories, so if you want to see more content like this, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope to see you in the next video, and may the Force be with you.